Hey gamers, Stogie here, and today I'm bringing you another Crysis 3 multiplayer gameplay. And this gameplay is on a map called SKYLINE, and again I'm using the feline. This is the same setup as my last video that I did last week, except I have a suppressor on the feline. So I believe I have Hunter on and Quick Reload, which is called Weapon Pro, and Auto Armor. So that's the gameplay, and I think I'm using a frag grenade. So that's my setup in this gameplay, and I'll try and do that at the beginning of each video because I'm sure you guys are interested in what the setup is. And the map that we're playing on is called SKYLINE, and now SKYLINE is a kind of a rundown remake of a map that was in Crysis 2 multiplayer. So if it looks familiar to you guys, that's why. And finally, I'm playing Team Deathmatch in this game. So this will probably actually be the last gameplay I post from TDM, because this is a gameplay from my original play session the first night I played the Crysis 3 multiplayer, and I only played Team Deathmatch a couple times. I've been pretty addicted to Crash Site and Spears, so that's what my next videos will be on. And the topic of today's video is going to be what is wrong or what needs fixed with Crysis 3's multiplayer. And I want to start off by saying I absolutely love this game. This game is so much fun, and I had an absolute blast playing it all weekend for double XP. It is so fun to play in a party. It's fun to play by yourself. It's just a great game. I love the way they've designed it. I love the challenges. I think that the suit module variety is amazing. It's just a really fun game. So with all I'm gonna say, keep in mind that I would never trade this game. I'm really glad that I bought it, and I will continue to play it. So the biggest issue I'm gonna say right off the bat that needs fixed is Xbox is freezing, and I don't know if this is happening on PC and PS3, but on Xbox, when you're in multiplayer menus, your Xbox will just go into a hard freeze. It happened to myself about 4 times this weekend, or 5 times this weekend. It happened to Dano over 10 times. And it's a pretty widespread issue when you Google it, so they're going to need to figure out what's causing that and get that fixed, because that's a game breaker, man. If you're trying to party up and it takes you a half hour just to get into a game because your Xbox keeps freezing, it's going to be pretty darn frustrating. So I think they really need to fix that, and I'm sure that they will. At least I hope that they will. Second thing that I would say needs fixed in multiplayer is the stomp, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the stomp. I think it's a fantastic tactical move, and for those of you guys that don't know what the stomp is, it's something that your player can perform when you jump from an elevated space and hit the melee button on the way down. He'll do like this ground stomp, and it just destroys the guys that are on the ground. But there's 2 things about the stomp that I don't like. One is if you jump to avoid the stomp and you're up in the air, it still kills you, which doesn't make any sense to me. And the second thing is if you arm yourself with armor, so you see that the guy's coming down to stomp and you put your armor on ahead of time, the stomp still obliterates you. And I think that if you can sense the stomp coming and transition into armor mode, I feel like that should save you too. There's got to be some type of defense for the stomp besides just being outside of its blast radius. So I would hope that they would notice that and maybe fix it, but if it doesn't get fixed, it's not game breaking. It's just some way you're gonna have to adapt your playstyle. Another thing that's kind of annoying about the multiplayer is that the kill cams from the enemy that you watch after they kill you are not accurate whatsoever. I mean, at this point I'd rather just have them not even be in the game, because when they show the guy shooting you, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. His bullets don't line up with the sound. The bullets are going everywhere. It doesn't look like he actually hit you, and it's just going to make people upset, when in fact on his screen that's nothing like what it looked like. They don't come through properly for some reason. So that's just kind of like a nitpicky thing, but it's something that they could fix. Another thing that I would say about multiplayer is that a lot of times I'm going on, I have my primary weapon and I'm going on a really good streak. And if you go on any really good streaks in this game with anything other than a heavy weapon, or as you guys would think of it, an LMG, you're going to run out of ammo. After 7-8 kills, you're going to not have any ammo left. And there's no suit module to help your guy pick up ammo like Scavenger in Call of Duty. There's nothing like that in this game, and I think they could really use it. I think it would be really beneficial. And the other thing about getting ammo is you can run over weapons that are like yours and it'll pick up ammo, but honestly I found that doesn't happen that often unless you're using the Typhoon, because that's pretty much what everybody uses. But if you want to run over a guy's weapon and pick it up, it is an absolute pain in the ass to pick up the weapon. Like in Call of Duty, to pick up a weapon, you just run over it and tap X and bam, you pick up the weapon. Not in this. I mean, you have to be standing directly over the weapon, and you have to hold X until the X has like a 360-degree thing go around it, and then you pick it up. So it's not just tapping X, you got to hold it down. And while you're holding it down, if you move the joysticks at all, it resets that X, and you have to take your thumb off of it and hit it again to pick up the weapon. So on average, honestly, it's taken me 5 seconds at least to pick up a weapon, and I almost always die trying to pick up the weapon because I'm just standing there over a weapon trying to pick it up. So I think that they could change that to an on-the-fly pickup, much like Call of Duty, where you just tap X. That would make it a lot easier to pick up weapons, and I certainly would appreciate it. Another thing that I would say in the game is that when you're looking in some guns and you kind of progress the weapon forward, I've had my weapon progression reset back a couple levels. So for instance, I was playing with the Alpha Jackal, which is an auto shotgun, and I had unlocked the laser sight for it. And you know, I played 2 or 3 games with the laser sight on it, and then all of a sudden we backed out of the lobby and got in a new one, and I went into my class setups, and it said that I did not have the laser unlocked for the gun, even though the laser was already equipped on my shotgun. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. So I don't know what the deal is with that, and I've only seen that once or twice, like here or there. That's not been a constant thing that I've seen, but really weird. And then to coincide with that, there's a suppressor that you can get for the Alpha Jackal shotgun, and on my screen, I'm not, like, I've leveled it up to like level 7 or 8, and it doesn't list an unlock level for when I can get the suppressor for the gun, even though it's on there. So it's like I'm keep progressing the weapon level up, but I'm not getting the suppressor, and it's not telling me that it's even going to be available for unlock. So there's something weird going on there, maybe just something a little glitchy. So if they could look into that and fix that, that'd be great. I really think after playing the game a while that they need to offer ways to get more custom classes, because guys, there are so many suit module combinations and gun combinations that you guys are gonna love using. And I just, you know, I feel like maybe when you prestige, it's called suit reboot in this game, but maybe when you prestige, you could get another creative class. Currently, the only thing you'll get if you suit reboot is like special dog tags and special dog tag frames, so nothing really that great. Another thing that I've had happen to me several times over the weekend is probably about 80% of the host migrations failed, and I'm not sure why that is, because when I played the beta and there was host migrations, they went through flawlessly, but over the weekend, this double XP weekend, every time, I would say 8 times out of 10 when we got a host migration, it goes from a countdown from 30 down to 0. It would just time out at 0 and reset the game. It never picked another host, so I'm not sure if there's an issue with that or if it was just really bad luck on our part. But as far as the connections go and the gameplay and host migrations and all that, if you guys are used to playing Black Ops 2, this game is absolutely head and shoulders above it. I mean, the connection's great 95% of the time, the hit detection's great, and the host migrations are very sparse. I mean, you hardly have them, so that's just another thing that I would say about the game. And then every once in a while when you're playing, the sound in the game will glitch out. So I'll be firing, like, it seems to happen more when I'm using the FY7 assault rifle. I'll be firing, and halfway through my clip there's no more bullet noise like when I'm firing the gun, so it's just silent, and it throws me off because I think I've died. And then it'll just come back after that, so it'll just cut out for, you know, I'd say good 3 to 4 seconds, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's got to be something that they can fix. It's just a little bit glitchy. But that's about it, guys. Those are really all the complaints I have after playing for the first full weekend, and I got 10 hours of game time in this weekend, so I played this game quite a bit. And again, none of the issues are really that big of a deal. Honestly, none of them are that big a deal, except for the freezing Xbox. They gotta fix that. That's the only one that could be really aggravating and stop people from playing the game. So I am going to have a lot of Crysis 3 videos coming up for you guys. I love playing this game, and I feel like gameplays are just exciting on it. I don't think Team Deathmatch was that exciting, but... And right here, I didn't realize that this was a giant hole, and I just jump in it and die. But I didn't realize that Team Deathmatch was such a slower-paced gameplay. Like, every single game goes the full 10 minutes. So coming up, I'll have a shotgun gameplay. I got assault rifle gameplay. I have heavy weapon or LMG gameplay. So I got a mix of just about everything. So I really hope you guys are looking forward to the Crysis 3 videos and you're enjoying them. I know I got quite a few comments from guys who were saying, hey, you should try this setup, or you should try this setup, or you should talk about this. So if there's something CRYSIS 3 related that you guys are interested in, that you'd like me to talk about or try out in game and then kind of put up on a video, post that for me. Leave me a comment and let me know. In this gameplay, I was playing with my brother, Hokey Porter, and we got the 2 top scores in the game. So it was a really good game, and that's it, guys. That's all I got. So yeah, leave a comment and let me know if there's something about the game you guys want to know, or anything you think I missed in terms of stuff that needs fixed, and that'll wrap it up. So I will see you guys later on this week. I'll probably do several more videos this week, and I hope you guys enjoy them. I'll talk to you later.